my take as an educator in the area of interactive media design is having to look at new forms of technology in creative expression, such as virtual reality, augmented reality, and the heritage spaces, which have traditionally had installations where a visitor to a museum or a gallery would walk up to the space and be informed or educated or expanded knowledge about the history of a space. I think when it comes to technology, and just based off of what we've seen in our collaborations with other places, for example in Germany, we've seen that this space has changed. The mediums talking about the heritage has changed. The ways of telling the stories about a people has changed. They've adopted these digital mediums as ways of increasing the footfall into the museums. There is the consideration of the younger audience. How are we going to reach them? We have a populace that doesn't receive information the way we used to, so our heritage is not under threat. Yeah, I can use the word under threat of not reaching a certain populace, the most important populace. So we need to adopt those technologies to tell our stories about our past, how Nairobi was started, how the railway was responsible, but consider having an installation actually surrounding or absorbing this visitor with sound and images from that past. So these need to be explored. This is an area of study I'm curious about, and I'm using Nairobi Railway Museum as a space to explore these kind of studies. How can we talk about colonialism in the past and show how the man-eaters of Savo, can you stand in a space and hear that roar and experience that night and the fear just in these installations? I think that would be a good marriage of technology and heritage in a place, reaching an intended audience like the youth, which do really need to learn about our past. Looks like what African Digital Heritage is doing right now. They are placing 3D models of the Mau Mau villages online. It means wherever you are, you don't need to physically show up to a gallery or a museum. You can actually, in your daily interaction with the web or your mobile device, actually log on and check and experience culture in a real way, as long as those stories are told in a very digestible, believable format, keeping true to the real story. So it needs to move on to this new stage, which is the digital stage. Those opportunities are vast. I'm thinking of just what we shared, that many times your immediate impulse is to reject the notion of going into the traditional space like a museum. You know you'll start at exhibit A, rush through and come out at exhibit Z and have zero feelings. You want to sit on the grass on a kikoi and hear those sounds of that space that you want more information. You want to walk into a restaurant and taste. You want your senses. You want this surround, truer than life, 3D feeling, and I'm finding that contemporary cultural tourism, the experience of that, has very much to do with restaurants. I gave an example of Java and how they put up the contemporary artist's work on larger than life on the walls. That has been so helpful in keeping the dynamic flow of culture going. These we didn't think of them like that, but they're becoming so important to a place like ours. The kibanda, crucial. We should take those spaces seriously in terms of providing those larger than life absorption for our visitors, for ourselves, for our language, for our heritage, to move on. We should take those more dynamic spaces with the weight they deserve. And let me just throw in their festivals as well. We need more. We aren't even cutting it in terms of the numbers that exist. We need much more of the festival area to grow. I'm just thinking Diamond Plaza is all over the weekends pretty much is a festival on its own. Yeah, you have the bajia, you take the kulfi, then you hear the music playing, and then by the time you've left there, you're just imbued with a sense of what Indian culture is. That is priceless. That needs to happen on more.